I knew it. Another Herdat Media production.
Hey, Chantel.
Hey, Roxanne.
Chantel.
Yes, what's going on?
How am I have my opinions churned after watching the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion?
Oh my God, really?
Wait, yours haven't?
No.
I question your character.
Wow. Like, why? In what way, though, did your opinions churn?
Here's the thing. I don't ever like seeing everyone come for one person. And like I just get an icky feeling about it. Even if they're wrong, like I just don't like seeing it. And it depends how people go about it. If they're being mean about it and like sarcastic and trying to shit on your life and saying you're this, you're useless, like basically insinuating why are you even here? And it starts feeling kind of bully. I'm like, no, I don't like this. I don't like this feeling. And that's kind of how I felt watching this reunion.
You know what? Like, I didn't feel like it was bully. Like, I don't think they. I mean, I could be wrong. Like, I don't think they sat there and said, "Hey, let's go after this person." But I also think this person has done a lot and has said a lot in their confessionals about them. And the only comment that I did think that was like crossing the line was the Erika comment to Garcelle. Like, that was a lot, and like anybody would like go back and like feel so defeated, But that's the only comment that I thought that was like really like crazy to say to her in that moment.
So, I mean, yeah, let's kind of,
Yeah, we can
yeah,
dive
let's
into
start from
that.
the beginning. I want to go into it right away because
Well,
this,
let's talk about the looks. It's Beverly Hills. It's a
yeah,
reunion.
yeah. What did you think?
They always like look really good. So it's like I never look at someone like, oh my God, what are you doing? But like I think like if I had to say one person that I didn't love their look, it would have been Bose, to be honest.
Oh, horrible. What was that?
Yeah. It's
Horrible.
like she didn't even go with the whatever their theme was in the moment. I don't know if it was gold. I don't know what the heck their theme was, but I didn't love it. So
Horrible. Did not like it at all. Not
Kyle looked great, Garcelle looked great, Sutton looked really pretty. She looked very understated a little bit though. Um, and then I also thought Dorit like kind of looked. She obviously always looks gorgeous, but her hair or like her makeup was like really harsh. Like it almost like gave her that like oomph, like she's gonna come at us, still.
I Dorit pissed me off this reunion, but I thought she looked the best.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought she looked the best. I don't like Kyle's look. I didn't like Kyle's hair and I didn't like her dress.
Oh, I liked Kyle's hair, but her dress was a little like
Garcelle's dress, I like it, but like
I
I
loved it.
I don't know. Like, see, I would never like it on me, but I liked it on her. Like, I don't like that whole sleeve thing. I don't like it. But I did write that Dorit and Garcelle, I guess, looked the best to me.
Yeah, I loved Garcelle's
Sutton,
dress.
no, what did she looked like a blob, like
Yeah, like, she looked very understated. It's like she, like yeah, very not
not cute.
glam. Yeah,
The
uh-huh.
dress, her hair was just, which is fine because I always say, because I feel like Garcelle's hair was just normal too. But like if your hair down and blow dried, it makes you look the best, then yeah, wear it that way. But I don't know. There was just Sutton's makeup, her dress, just everything, not cute.
And then I liked Erika's dress.
I didn't like it.
Oh, you didn't? But I
No.
also felt like it wasn't for the reunion, but I liked it.
Who sat in the middle of Dory and Eric?
Both.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, so I don't like that.
Yeah, like they put Erika last and they put Bose in the middle. Like, that's kinda crazy for a reunion.
Here, yeah. Well, I mean, what did Erica do?
I know, but
So
it's just crazy sometimes when someone new comes in and it's like, "Boop."
yeah, that is crazy. That's very rare that that happens. I would feel so scared, and that's maybe why Erica was going in so hard.
She's like, "Let me redeem myself to get us another seat."
Erica needs this paycheck.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely needs it. So, maybe this is part of her character or whatever. Do you hear an echo, Chantal, from me?
No.
Okay. Um, so by the way, I felt so bad for Garcelle in the beginning because Kyle comes out and she compliments Kyle and she's like, "You look beautiful," and yada yada, and Kyle just ignores her.
I know, but you know what? Kyle was just like, everyone looks pretty. Like everyone, oh my God, everyone looks gorgeous. Everyone looks gorgeous. And then like, but Garcelle is very intuitive. Like she can pick up like right away, like the vibe. So, and it shows on her face. Like that's her issue. It's like she can't like let it go. So she sees it, she clocks it, and she's like, hello, you know?
Well, that's how we are.
Yeah, I know. But like for sure, like I would be like that too.
Yeah. The talk about Dorit not telling her kids about her separation and then Sutton saying she wishes she did to ensure that trust. I really don't understand this debate because I don't see anything wrong with what Dorit did.
I think because there's really nothing, there's no final answer. But I also like would tell my kids, like they live with you, like where is dad? Oh, like you're not gonna, I mean, I guess for their relationship, their dad always was out of town. So maybe it is easier for her to say something. But like imagine like for you, like if your husband all of a sudden didn't show up, you would have to say something to your kids. Like, what are you gonna tell them?
Right, but I also don't think it's such an issue if she chooses not to, because just like you said, they are out of town. They want
I think her
normalcy. I don't
situation,
get it.
yeah, I think her situation is not that deep because it's not that crazy that he's not in the home. I think for anyone, if the husband's always there and the dad's always there, to kind of leave your kids to wonder, like kids are very smart and like they do go through trauma and like they might be internalizing things that you don't know and you're thinking you're doing the best that you can, but like all you had to really do is just be honest with them and then things would have changed.
Right.
So I don't know. I just feel like sometimes like people like really do think that kids shouldn't know things, but it's like they should. We should know things.
Yeah. They asked PK to join, and I love when husbands don't. I love when husbands don't join because number one, I always hate when I feel like other women will get involved, and I don't like that. Like because then the husband can't say anything back or whatever. Because like they might be like, well, sticking up for Dorit and getting involved, and I don't like that shit. And also, like, I feel like Bravo really can edit it a certain way. So it's like always like a lose-lose situation for a husband. So I like that he didn't come. I respect that. And I kind of understand why he didn't. Like his statement was spot on.
It's basically what he would try to say, like, or do
Yeah.
when he came on, if he came on, was try to make it
Exactly,
seem
with
like,
no editing, no
yeah.
whatever, no hearing a response, no nothing. And he's like, the Dorit I married would have never allowed this, much less caused it.
Okay, but I don't like that though, because like I am not the same person. Like you're putting me through hell right now. Like why would I treat you with grace and kindness?
Yeah.
Like what's wrong with people? Like what's wrong with him? Like why would I treat you with grace and kindness when you literally won't pick up my phone calls? You literally put me on like ice. Like no. You're not gonna get the same Chantal. You're not gonna get the same Jeree. Like I dare someone to come at me like that and like be like, you're not the same person.
Chantel's pregnant and activated.
I hate when guys say stuff like that because like, yeah, she's not the same person. Like you put her through hell.
Yeah, but I think so. The biggest thing for him was her insinuating he's a bad father. To say that on TV.
I'm sorry. Like, yeah, to say on TV, but it is what it is. Like, you see your kid once a week. Like, what do you think that makes you?
Yeah, no, you're actually so right.
You're 10% of the week, 10%. So you're 10% father. Like, they're not at the age yet that they can call you all day and like have conversations and you're giving them good advice. Like, it's being there for your kids. Like, your kids.
I did when she said like, when does he see? And he said, like, she was like, yeah, he sees his kids every Saturday. I don't think I could ever comprehend a parent that would be okay, especially like the little kids, like they have young kids. The fact that you would be good with seeing your kids once a week. I mean, dude, we're all going to die one day. Nothing else is going to matter. And these are the moments that you're going to miss. Like, I don't know. There's like a chip missing if you're okay with that.
And it's almost because like when they were together and happy, like he was going to London all the time. He was going out of town a lot. So like there probably were like weeks on end that he didn't see his kids. So this is his normal. And this is his kids' normal.
So Jacob was watching with me because like in my bedroom, I don't have DVR. So I went downstairs to the library and I was like, move, I gotta watch Beverly Hills. And so he was watching with me and he's like, here's the thing. He's like, the fact that this is all happening on camera and they're both like saying this about each other and their children are going to watch this one day. He's like, you couldn't pay me enough money to do this shit to my kids. And I was like, yeah, I get it. And he's like, that will F them up. Like, they're going to see it one day. And I'm like, I know, but like it's part of like a reality show. I don't know. He's not like crazy about Beverly Hills. He's literally doing an Atlanta rewatch on his phone. It's
Oh
very scary.
gosh.
Atlanta is his life. Like, he's obsessed with Atlanta. He's obsessed with all the women on Atlanta, and he just loves it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But he was just like, you couldn't pay me. He's like, that's so embarrassing that they're both like doing this and talking about each other, and their kids are going to see this one day.
Ready to optimize your nutrition this year? Factor has chef-made gourmet meals that make eating well easy. They're dietitian approved and ready to heat and eat in 2 minutes, so you can feel right and feel great no matter what life throws at you. Factor arrives fresh and fully prepared, perfect for any active, busy lifestyle. Lose up to 8 pounds in 8 weeks with Factor keto meals. Based on a randomized, controlled clinical trial with Factor Keto, results will vary depending on a diet and exercise. This works so well for me as a busy mom of 4 children, where I don't have to actually do anything but heat and eat. And the best part is, it's so flavorful and delicious. Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/TRH50 off and use code TRH50 off to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code TRH50 off at factormeals.com/TRH50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
Omaha's ultimate corporate golf competition is here. Come out on June 12th at Quarry Oaks Golf Club for the Championship Omaha, presented by Sunburst Communication. This one-day tournament brings together top corporate teams in a non-handicapped 2-player format set against the stunning backdrop of Quarry Oaks in Ashland, Nebraska. Teams will compete through 2 unique 9-hole formats, testing skill, strategy, and teamwork. It's more than just golf. It's an exclusive experience with premium hospitality and top-tier networking. Don't miss your chance to be part of Omaha's premier golf event. For details, call 402-333-7620.
Yeah, I still don't feel like they went that low with each other yet for their kids to like, for it to be so bad with their kids. Like, we've seen so much worse that I'm like, okay, like, yeah, the kids are probably already seeing that in the household. Like, they probably see them yell at each other all day. Like, what in the household is where it's at, like, not on TV. TV's fake, like, where they portray even less. Like, in the household is where they've seen them yell at each other and like see them get mad.
I don't know, because maybe they don't see that, Chantal. He's never even there.
I know, but the way that she's made it seem like that they have like he's gotten her to the point where she's like yelling and like her, not her character. Like, where do you think that they're doing that at? Like, in their bedroom, closed bedroom?
Yeah. I will say, like, she insinuated that PK was insecure about her fame. And I genuinely don't think that he's insecure about Dorit's fame. I think that he realizes once she got a little bit of fame, she loved it. And that was annoying to him. But I don't think that he's insecure about her fame at all.
Yeah, I think the one thing I felt is that when she did get a little bit more famous, or she got herself her more crew, or she got like all these things, is that she didn't need him as much. So like, I think that's where maybe he didn't love it, but not because you're famous.
No, I think that she needed to like keep up with the Jones more, and he had to keep up with it because she was sitting there hiring a makeup artist everywhere that she goes, a stylist everywhere that she goes. And he's like, all right, good. Like, I know you're making money, but you're also spending more than you're making. So like, we need to pull out. And I think that's when he was like, ugh, like, you're so vain.
Yeah.
So I think that's what happened. I mean, even season 1 to read till now, which we always say, like, we'd all be like that. You're going to put me on season 1. I'm going to go see a doctor after and be like, this was like, I don't like how I looked here. I didn't realize I looked like that. That just happens with anyone. Like, I've never seen anyone not do a glow up, But like, obviously hers is like, she got like a whole like glam thing and made it like she needs to have the best Chanel in town. And it's like, okay, who cares about these things,
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, definitely she's changed for sure. But like she said, like, it's been 14 years. Like, it's crazy that why wouldn't she change?
Yeah. What do you think about her insinuating that PK is drinking again?
He probably is.
Right, but she doesn't know that. So I also feel
She
like
for sure knows, but she was so scared, so she made it the way that she said it.
Well, then at that point, just say it.
No, because like then it's gonna be like another fight or something. Like, it's like, if your husband's drinking again.
Yeah, I mean, but they don't live with each other. They don't talk. So I don't know. Dorit was having it like with Sutton, but I'm so like over the Dorit Sutton stuff.
I know, and they haven't even like got into it just yet. So like we're
I
gonna
know.
like that's gonna be the whole next episode, which is gonna be so annoying.
Yeah. So they talk about, like Beau's friendship with and they ask like, Garcelle, why did you have such an issue with Beau's like being friends? And Garcelle, I will say she did have a point here. She's like, I mean, everyone's questioned me and Sutton for being friends. And, I was just asking questions, just like people would ask questions about me and Sutton. And I mean, that is fair.
Yeah, but like if you didn't like it and you haven't done it, why are you like the leader of it or like or egging it on more? It's been like one season.
Well, I will say I don't think Bose is being manipulated to be friends with Dorit at all.
No.
She is smart, she's self-aware. I mean, that's her decision. But she went hard for Garcelle when she was like, if you think I can be manipulated, then you don't think so much of yourself. And I mean, I didn't like that. I think that was just a moment Garcelle would have wanted Sutton to kind of step in
So
and
like
defend
is
her.
she trying to say that Garcelle can be manipulated?
She's just saying if like you think that about like if you think that about me, then you have like your own issue with yourself about how you are, like how you could get manipulated,
Yeah.
basically like saying that. And I don't know, I didn't think it was necessary to say
That
that.
was like the strike 2 for Garcelle. Like Kyle clocked Garcelle, then it was this, and then like yeah, like it was like slowly you're seeing like Garcelle's like mind going like what the hell is happening?
Yeah, and Sutton's not saying anything. And I guess
Then was like a wall. She was like a block on the wall.
yeah, and I guess like I would have just wanted Sutton to say something, and
Yeah,
she
she could just say
wouldn't.
that's not fair. No, that's
Yeah,
not fair.
right. So the scene where Erika says, like, well, what are you not putting out there? What are you hiding? And Garcelle's like, literally, I'm not hiding anything. I work. This is my life. I work. I go on dates. And, sometimes like you'll go on date with a nobody and they don't want their first date on camera, which is fair. We cannot compare that to what is going on with Morgan and Kyle. Morgan is also a celebrity. Morgan appeared on the show last season. Morgan was flirting with Kyle all season. Morgan and Kyle decided to do a music video where they make out with each other when everyone already thought that they were together. So it's not like comparable. So for us to no longer see that, and then Kyle go ahead and bring up and say, well, you don't want your son. You don't want us to talk about your son. But here's the thing, I'm not seeing any headlines about her son following the show, following him not being on it. I'm still seeing headlines about Kyle and Morgan having this relationship, but then seeing everyone get upset about Mauricio being with a girl. But then what happened to Morgan? Like, yeah, I know she didn't sign up for this, but she did appear on the show last season. And you guys are still hanging out. And it's like, are you dating or are you not? Were you dating or were you not? Like, just fucking come out and say, we are together, but she doesn't want to be on the show. Versus like, oh, she just doesn't want to be on the show. She's uncomfortable with it. Well, I mean, she made a whole song about you too.
Yeah, and it also took like till the reunion for her to flat out say that, like because of everything. But like even in the show, it's like she wouldn't even say that. So it was like always awkward.
No, on the show, she did say Morgan wants nothing to do with the show. She did say that. Yeah, like she did say that. That's fine. And then on the after show, she said that I had a conversation with every single person that said Morgan doesn't want her name discussed on the show or anything. But it's like, it's not adding up when we're getting all riled up about Mauricio and what he does. And you're still having this relationship that we don't know is a relationship with Morgan. Like, and you're still doing things outside of filming with Morgan. So people are going to talk about it. People want to know. I mean, Kyle really has put everything out there. I get that with like her siblings and stuff. She's been very careful about what she puts out with Mauricio. Like, she's not acting mad. She's not going off on him. She's not like cussing him out. She's not doing any of that. Like, we're seeing a very mature thing. We don't know what's happening behind the scenes, but it's kind of like a controlled version that Kyle's able to, throw out there.
I just feel I 100% agree. I don't think that like the Kyle situation is comparable to Garcelle Sutton. Like I think that's silly, but I think like her point in it was saying like if I'm going to respect your wishes, like why don't you respect mine as a friend? You know, and if clearly you're not a friend, that you're not going to respect it, and all you really care at the end of the day is about the show and the viewership. And that's like I think where Kyle took it, because she's like, if you're not going to respect my wishes when I'm telling you, and like Garcelle's like, well, it just doesn't make sense. Like it doesn't make sense. Like people are gonna be like, what are you guys doing? Like why are you guys like walking in eggshells with it? And Garcelle's point of view, which is like our point of view, and it's nice because we want, like what Garcelle did is like we're happy because we want to know too. It's like she's thinking of it as a show version.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it hurt Kyle.
Yeah. I can definitely see that with the Kyle stuff, but I also can see like the Garcelle stuff where it's like it is a show. You're doing things outside of this, and then we're not allowed to discuss it. I mean, that's where it's like, okay, if that's like your life now, I get the husband's not wanting to be on the show, right? But we don't even know what you two are. Like, you still haven't said it. You're still being weird about it. Like, this woman wrote a Beverly Hills song about you, speaking about with you in Beverly Hills, and did a music video with you guys where you make out, and we still don't know.
I'm shocked Andy hasn't asked her point blank period. Like, what are you guys?
Yeah. And maybe that's like her one thing. And if she says it and says we are dating, we are together, I guarantee there wouldn't be anything to be like, well, so are they together? Like, let's figure this out, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, if that's a thing where it's going to be, you don't want to talk about that and you're telling everyone not to talk about that, but you're still hanging out with Morgan once the cameras go off, like, don't be on the show. Like, you literally do not need the show at all.
Have they been seen?
Huh?
Have they been seen by paparazzi recently?
Yeah, they were like in Paris together.
Oh my God.
That's like annoying to me. It's like weird. It is so fucking weird. So, I mean, if you guys are friends at this point, then just say that. Like, we tried it. We're just friends. I don't know. But there's clearly something. And I also didn't get the whole like, oh, Garcelle, you said if you want to be a lesbian, go be a lesbian. And you were trying to embarrass me. Why would that embarrass you?
I mean, but Roxanne, like to kind of like, it is a lot because like we've only seen like one season of her, like maybe dipping in that. And then she's like sitting there saying it like straight up and flat out. It's like,
don't follow the outside world. Like, you don't follow like anything on like what's happening with like, you're not on Daily Mail. You're not on these things. So you don't see that every day they're being spotted with each other. Like every day, like you didn't know that they just went on this Paris trip. Like you don't see those things. So you don't like, I did you even watch? I mean, you watched that.
Just as if, like, okay, but you have to understand though, like Kyle was viewing Garcelle as a friend. Okay. So like, it's not like this is her enemy and her enemy is like saying these things like, yeah, whatever. So like, it's like, Garcelle went and crossed the line a lot of the time for her friendship with Kyle. So like for her to say that, like she's literally saying things like just to get a reaction. She is.
If Kyle genuinely, I will never believe
and
that.
If Kyle hasn't came out, why are you trying to make her come out yet? Like, you know, she hasn't came out. Like, she could be hanging out. She can be doing all these things. But if she physically hasn't said, hey guys, I want you guys to let you know I'm bisexual, I'm a lesbian, like this is the path I'm going. Like, why is Garcelle trying to make her say it like that?
I don't know. I don't think she's trying to like have her come out.
By saying, if you want to be a lesbian, just be a lesbian. Like, what do you think she's going to say about that?
I mean, I guess I can see that.
Like, I think that her.
I don't care about the whole lesbian thing, but if you want to be with Morgan, just say you're with Morgan.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. But like,
maybe not using the term lesbian, you know, and be more politically correct about it.
But she probably used that word because like she was told not to mention Morgan. So then like she was trying to be like, I don't know. It is hard because like I think for Garcelle, she really was trying to play the show, the show cards, which is like fair. And then she also was trying to get like they were trying to be friends too. So it's like that's like where it was hard.
There was a scene where Kyle, you know, brings up the whole Sutton stuff. And she's like, you weren't even speaking out for Sutton, but you wanted me to speak out for Sutton. And then she's like, well, because Sutton wanted that. She's like, I don't give a shit what Sutton wants. And right there, it told me that Kyle does not care about Sutton's friendship. Okay. And I don't blame her. I wouldn't want to be friends with Sutton either. I'll be real here. You know, in conclusion, after all of this, I was like, Sutton has to go. I literally don't care. But Sutton was handling it well because I guarantee Sutton and Garcelle have had conversations on the phone, and Garcelle was probably feeling, because we've heard that Garcelle, the social media backlash that she was getting throughout the season, it was hard for her. So I guarantee Garcelle told Sutton, like, I'm probably going to quit. I don't think I can return next season. And Sutton knew that. So Sutton was playing it quiet and coy because she doesn't want to burn bridges, because she's probably going to come back next season and she needs to be good with these girls. But like, you also are choosing the show over your friendship when, again, you don't need the show either.
It's crazy because like I felt like, at this moment, like Garcelle is just like, this is when it hit her like a ton of bricks, like literally sitting in that chair where she's like, I don't need this, because the way that it was happening, or the way they edited it felt like every situation, it was like coming right back to Garcelle, right back to Garcelle, right back to Garcelle. And that's a lot for someone to handle who doesn't really handle the heat like that.
Well, I mean, when they went to lunch, Garcelle was pissed off, and she said,
but she was the most pissed about the Erika thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, Erika literally looked at her and was like, you're not interesting.
Yeah.
And it's not, it was like in a condescending way. It was like, she was being a bitch about it. And Garcelle's like, okay, so you want my life to be in shambles, and sorry that, I used to date someone. Like, my divorce happened before. Like, this is literally my life. And yeah, I don't think that we should sit there, and because me and you have said, Garcelle and Sutton do question everyone, but also I don't give a fuck to see them dating people. And I know what they have going on, like at least with Garcelle, is like work, nothing more. So that's kind of what they cast. Like, it is what it is. I mean, I think it was about Erika's tone. And in that moment, I was like, oh, wow, like back to not liking Erika again. I really liked Erika this season, and I thought she changed, and I was really like, she was being politically correct, came across softer. And then I watched this and I was like, you're so harsh. Like, you're back to like how you acted that one season. And I don't know. I did not like Erika at all this season, or this reunion. Not one bit.
I mean, she's like, you, and like even her comment about like, she's like, you led me there. Like, no, she didn't. She didn't lead you to say that. You said that.
Yeah. And like when Garcelle got up and left, she's like, I thought Sutton was going to be in the hot seat. I didn't realize I was going to be in the hot seat.
That's what I'm saying. I think she was so taken aback, you guys. Like, she definitely was like, what the hell was that? Like, I had no idea that I was the one that's going to get the heat like that. And she was so confused.
Listen, the one thing about the Dorit robbery thing, I will say, I mean, like, yeah, like, you're going to get a lot of shit saying that. And Dorit was annoying. Dorit actually, she started off strong, but I'm actually getting annoyed of her too. And when like people think like, oh, I got the audience, I got the fans, and then all of a sudden they do too much. Like, I feel like that's where Dorit is. And
but she was like that all season, so I think she's just continuing it.
Yeah, and it's like too much now. The whole like robbery situation, I mean, you just can't tell someone that, though. I mean, like, even if
I'm sorry, like, that's messed up. I don't care. And especially when you have no proof or evidence, it's like and she kept saying it's a feeling. Like, I'm sorry, like, a feeling doesn't hold up in the court of law. Okay. So like, get your ass and like, don't ever.
Well, I mean, Dorit did clock her. She's like, what, you and the 4 people who are tweeting it? Like,
yeah.
So Dorit did clock her with that. And I just think I probably wouldn't go there even if I thought it. And so I was like, that kind of looks bad that she's doing that.
A lot of people probably were annoyed that Bose interjected, because Bose like went crazy and was like, that's like, you can't say shit like that. So like, that's also like where it felt like everybody at that point was just like coming at Garcelle.
Yeah.
But she doubled down though. Like, why would she double down like that? Like, I think that's kind of crazy. Like, she just kept doubling
she's trying to stick to what she said, and she doesn't want to look like a phony. Here's the thing. She's like, I never said that you or PK had anything to do with it. And she's like, you insinuated that PK had to do with it. And then we like look back and it's like, Garcelle, we absolutely know that you were lying at PK.
At the time, she literally was insinuating it was PK.
Yeah. So, there's that, but I don't know. That part like didn't make Garcelle look good. And yeah, I feel like she probably shouldn't have doubled down, even though like she feels that way.
Yeah, like even if it is a possibility, like why are you out of all people the one saying it and trying to spearhead it? Like what is it, what does that do for you? Like are you gonna become a hero? Like that if someone finds out that, you know, someone was a part of it, like you could, you know, Jaree has went through a traumatic experience with this. So clearly she wasn't involved. She was not in it. So like what is it gonna do for you?
Yeah.
Like, haha, I was right, okay? There's still people that were hurt in there, her kids, her, like that's not a good situation. It's a
Yeah.
negative situation all around. So it's like weird for her to double down on something like that.
I don't like hate what, like, I understand Bo's stepping in and saying like, yeah, that is fucked up. But I also was like, I don't think anything's wrong with that. Like, come on, guys. Like, I really don't think it was, but I felt bad for Garcelle
Yeah, it
because
was bad
like,
timing because it was like
yeah,
literally one after one. Erika first, then Dorit, Erika first, then Kyle, then Dorit, and then Bo. So it's like the only person that really didn't say anything at all was Sutton because like she would never, but she was just sitting there like a log.
yeah. So Garcelle goes like backstage and she's like livid, and then Sutton steps in, and I'm like, Sutton, just shut the fuck up. Like, I just cannot stand Sutton. I never could have. And you know, Garcelle's like, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. I can say how I feel, I can't say how I feel. I have to tiptoe around everybody. I'm not doing it. And she was so mad. And she was like mad about the whole Erika stuff. And she's like, you know, I can't believe she said that. She's like, what? Because I'm not going through a divorce, because I'm not, I don't have criminal activity, that I work, that I'm self-made, that I don't have a rich husband. Here's the problem with Garcelle that I do think people have is that's all fair what you're saying, Garcelle. You should have looked at Erika and said that to her face.
Yeah, because and maybe I think the problem is because like I would be like this though, is like I'm not quick with it on my feet. So like it probably does take her a second.
Yeah.
And then for her to process, but yeah, she's always gotten that complaint. It's like you have all these like crazy confessionals, you say all these crazy shit in your confessionals, but it's like you never say it to the person, even to your own best friend. It's like you don't say shit to them.
Right. Yeah. I think that's what it is. And that's like, maybe their frustration is like, we see it, but there's a way to go about it instead of being like mean and condescending. And
Yeah.
what did Kyle say to them, that they're like mean girls?
Oh yeah, she said she looked at you them two and like you guys are mean girls, but I forgot what in what context why she said that.
She was just saying like the way that Sutton and Garcelle come for
Yeah.
her. And I mean,
Yeah,
I don't,
because that's why I kept saying like I can't wait for this reunion, because this reunion or this season, you guys, it was a lot of Garcelle and Sutton talking shit in the confessionals, especially about Kyle. And then you see Kyle forming the biggest friendship with them this season because clearly she didn't have Dorit, and you see that friendship forming. You see them being almost fake to her, and then in every chance they got, in every confessional they got, they talk shit about her. So like if I was Kyle, I'd be livid.
yeah, I think that's fair too. Like, I think that's a fair assessment that, of course, Kyle did have reasoning to be upset, but deep down, I've always said this, Kyle does not fuck with Sutton. Like, she would never be friends with her outside of the show, ever, ever, ever.
Yeah.
Speaking of like Beverly Hills, dude, did you hear about Teddy Mellencamp?
I know, that's so sad.
Well, so I don't, know like for sure what's going on, but they said that doctors discovered additional tumors in her brain and lungs, leading that she had to have a conversation with her children. And that was a report that came out. And it was a source that told Radar Online, like, Teddy is a fighter. Anyone who's watched Real Housewives can attest to that. But the reality of the situation is wearing on her. And previously, Teddy had assured her children that mommy's sick, but she's going to be okay. But now, as her battle intensifies, she's been forced to confront the darker truth. It's tearing her up to lay out the dark truth to them. And I don't know. Like, I didn't realize that it was getting worse for her, because like we're seeing her still do the podcast and stuff. And it's like, I guess I wouldn't even have the energy and strength to be doing stuff like that right now.
Sometimes you have like your good days and you have your bad days. And like, if you want to be distracted, like why, like what can you do? So like that your mind's not thinking of this disease all the time.
Yeah. They're
Like,
saying
I would want to do something that would keep me distracted and not like have to like constantly like think about like, oh, like my next appointment or my next battle, my next this. It's like sometimes you just want like relief.
yeah, I guess if you're not in pain. You know what's crazy, Chantel, is that on her podcast, like she revealed that she had been suffering from like severe migraines, but instead of facing the pain head on, she convinced herself like to ignore the symptoms and just said like she's getting migraines. And she just like, I remember on the podcast, like she said like, oh, I just wanted to keep moving forward, and it'll be fine. And I don't think it's about like moving forward. I think it's about us being lazy and going, because we're all like, I don't want to go to the doctor. And like, at least for me, like when it comes to situations like that, I'm like, gosh, I don't like feel like going to the doctor. But if you are like getting severe migraines, like this is a sign to us women or men, like go get checked, because I don't know what state she's on,
I feel like if she's had migraines before and like she's gotten them checked out and everyone's like, oh, like, you know how doctors are, it's like they put you around in a circle, but then like it got worse for her. And then
but she didn't say that. She just said,
I know, I'm saying in general, like a lot of people are like this. It's like things get worse for them. And then they're just like, I'm not going back to that doctor because they don't do shit for you anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're not normally feeling something and you all of a sudden feel it, like absolutely go get something checked out.
Yeah.
Do not ignore pain. Pain is a signal in your body telling you something's wrong.
She's 43 years old. It's really, really fucking sad. So I
don't like she's like her. It's like basically like spread it everywhere, and like usually like you like I don't want to say this, but it's very tough to come back from that. It's like she's almost like living on time right now just to be alive with her kids.
Really?
Yeah, like it's you don't come back from that. I'm not saying she's gonna like pass away tomorrow. Like I think sometimes it takes time, especially if she's fighting. Like that can prolong your life a little bit.
Yeah, that's super.
I just can't imagine like that conversation you have with your kids, or like what you start thinking about for your kids. Like, how does life just turn that fast? Like that is just so crazy.
What's crazy is like she was going through a divorce, and like she was probably like, I'm gonna start my life.
Yeah,
all over. Like she was like living with Kyle half the time, and she was probably like super excited. Like my podcast is killing it, and I'm gonna start my life. Can go have fun with my girlfriends. Like it's gonna be different. And then this happens.
So sad.
Yeah, it really, really is. I don't know. Let us know what your guys' thoughts are on Beverly Hills. I guess with Beverly Hills coming to an end, though, Chanel, we're going to have to really get back on Summer House, because Southern Charm's over too. So
I know.
So I guess in replacement of Beverly Hills, we will be doing that.
Well, I love Summer House, so I'm here for it.
Me too. Yeah. Well, I think that's all that we have. Let us know what you guys thought about this episode.
Yeah, but like right now, like then if there's only New York or Atlanta, like what other housewives is coming on?
There's nothing upcoming that we know about.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Atlanta. Married to Medicine is over.
Yeah.
Summer House.
And Summer House is halfway there already.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow, Bravo needs to step it up.
I know. Well, I do enjoy talking about other pop culture things though too. So
yeah,
I guess that'll free up some time for us to be doing that. But yeah, I'm really curious to hear everyone's Beverly Hills opinion, because I can see multiple sides about the whole thing. So yeah,
it was definitely something very interesting. Like it was a different shift of events definitely coming at the reunion that we didn't see this season. So
well, we hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. Make sure to join us on Patreon, where we do 2 additional episodes and we kiki with all of our followers. So all of our cousins. So make sure to go join there if you're not there. But thank you guys so much for listening. Have a great week. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.